Hey everybody, Dan here, stockmarketmentor.com, and it's December 30th. So we got just one more trading day before 2024. One of the strangest ass years I've ever lived through comes to an end. So let's hope 2025 is a little bit less strange. And that's all I have to say about that, which is probably just enough. Anyway, I'm looking at I'm looking at MakeMyTrip here, and this is why I just finished a very, very long strategy session for our premium members. And this was one of the stocks that that I was analyzing with them, and it kind of goes with the theme of like hopefully 2025 will not be as shall we say as interesting as 2024 was, with all just everything is chaotic up and down and all around and all that jazz. And when I look at MakeMyTrip, this is a, this is a moneymaker. There's no question about it. Like back in August, it was at 90, 91. Now it's at 113. It's not a, it's not any parabolic move that's going from 70 to 115 in 5 days. But if you just look at just look at the key moving averages here. 50-day is up nicely. 200-day is up nicely. Just look at the way these things are moving. But wait, there's more. I can even do this. Up bars, white, down bars, white. So we have no prices now. All we have are Bollinger Bands and moving averages. 8-day moving average here, 50-day and 20-day. Guys, think about this for a minute. Couldn't you trade this stock without the bars? Forget about the Irishman. I know you need the bars, but couldn't you trade this stock just looking at these moving averages, especially just the 50 and the 200? But even like with the eights, as far as finding your entries and exits, it's like, okay, forget about the price. This is what I would do. Hey, look at this. Looks like we're kind of coming into a little squeeze here, with the 8-day moving average coming pretty darn close to the 50-day moving average. So if this 8-day EMA comes down at all, like, hey, maybe it will, let's see if I get the right hue there. If the 8-day EMA comes down here, a little bit closer here to the 50, let's get there. Okay. Make it a little wider so it's more realistic. Okay, if this thing just comes down a little bit more, that's when I'm going to buy it. Okay, it's not going to be exact. Maybe it'll come down here. Maybe it won't at all. But I'm looking for a little bit more of a squeeze here, come down a little bit closer. Why? Because, well, back here, that turned out to be a good thing. Why? Well, I don't know what the price did, but I know what the moving average did, and that means the price went up. So when it came down here, to test or to come close to the 50, it would have been great to buy it. Anytime back here when it was close to the 50, it would have been great to buy it too. Why? Because the stock didn't go down very much before ultimately it went up. In other words, this was kind of a flat time to be buying the stock. Every time the 8-day has come down to the 50, it's ultimately turned out to be a good time to be buying the stock. So now on MakeMyTrip, hey, if this thing comes down to like 112, something like that, 111, maybe I'll buy the stock there. It doesn't mean that you're going to get a big move up right away. Just like buying here didn't mean that you're going to get a big move up right away. But ultimately, if this pattern holds true, when the 8-day comes close to or hits the 50-day moving average, that turns out to be a pretty good time to be buying. And so let's say we're looking for that same thing again right here. Got it? So what am I saying? Keep an eye on this puppy. The next time you see this 8-day moving average come hopefully a little bit closer to here, that's when you buy this big dog and you keep a stop like right around there. Okay. All right, members, I did a super long one today. I actually had an audience. I just kind of sent the email out as I sometimes do and said, hey, if anybody gets this email, I'm going to just get online and record the strategy session, and you can join me if you want to. So there were 32 people on there, and you get to watch it. I think it's probably 50 minutes long, maybe more, something like that. It was a big, long one. So anyway, I hope you'll do that. And guys, look, if you are not a member of Stock Market Mentor or Option Market Mentor, maybe I hope you reconsider doing that, because we've got a monster resource. We got a ton of great traders. A lot of people have made a lot of money this last year. After the first of the year, I'll actually kind of be doing a little, shall we say, marketing on that, taking some testimonials and sending it out to people. Hopefully you'll be one of them who will get it and go, you know what, maybe it's a good time for me to try to see what this long-winded dude has to say to his paying members. Okay, so that's all I got for you. Hope you all have a great evening, and I'll see you tomorrow.